Here we go. We are live. Good evening. Yeah,
I was just checking the mic was on.
I know. It would be typical, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Third live of the day. Mike has been on all 3 times. I'm very proud of us. Thank you all for tuning back in. We are almost about to start. Well, not us, but they are almost going to start the max height keg toss. So shall we quickly go into the results of the max axle? I'm sure you all know. A quick refresher and then the standings so far. So it was a tie at the top between Mitchell Hooper and Tom Stoltman, both hitting the 210 kilo axle. Pavlo hit 200 kilos. Then we had a tie on the 190 for Austin Andrade, Evan Singleton, and Luke Stoltman. Tristan Hoath hit 180 kilos. Matt Ragg hit 170, and there were 2 no lifts, Wesley Diwinski and Ivor Schmuxelis, which means the results after event 2 are: Tom Stoltman is leading with 17.5 points. Evan Singleton is 1.5 points behind him on 16. Austin Andrade then is in 3rd place right now on 15. Mitch Hooper has 14.5 points. Tristan Hoath has 10. Pavlo and Luke are tied on 9. Wesley and Matt Ragg are tied on 7. And Ivor sits alone, bless him, on 2. And while I'm in this screen, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of pics from the first event, the Giants Medley. That is the yoke. Absolutely humongous. Cool. Yeah. This is probably not the best angle to show the size, but these things were long.
So long, yeah.
Yeah, freakishly long.
Not just like the awkwardness of the weight, but that length makes it awkward as well. Yeah. And the humidity as well, we've mentioned before on the hands. But these guys are smashing it. I mean, 2 of the newbies doing exceptionally well there, yes. Tristan and Andre.
Yeah.
Austin.
You're the one who calls him Andre.
Yes. But Austin is really impressed in the final because Andre, who was against him in the heats, yes, was actually better in the heats for those events. But it just shows with strongman events are important.
With the right set of events, we can all win.
No, no, we can't.
Shall we quickly go through the rules for the next event then? The max axle. So the keg that they're going to be throwing, not the max axle, the max keg toss. The keg is 15 kilos, which is 33 pounds. The current record sits with Brian Shaw at 7.75 meters. So they get 3 attempts per height and a 60-second time limit. So there's 3 kegs. It's not however many attempts within 60 seconds. It's just 3.
Yes.
The starting height is going to be 6 meters. And then after that, we should see 6.5, 7, 7.25, 7.5, and then a 7.76 world record attempt. And then there will be rounds after that if anyone's still left in. Failing the opener means 0 points. Athletes can pass the rounds, but not once they've started. So they cannot go out, have the whistle be blown, throw one, miss, and go, actually, I'm going to pass this round. I'll come back on the next one.
They have to if they start.
Once they're out there and the whistle's gone, that's it. They're committed to the round. So in 2021, they did this event. No one failed the opener that year. That was when Brian broke his own record, which he had set in 2016.
I don't think anyone will fail. What is the opener?
6 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 meters.
And what's the record?
7.75 meters. 4 athletes managed 6.75 meters. And I don't know why my facts and stats stopped there, but they did. I must have been interrupted. So there's some information about the keg toss. Hey guys.
Nice to see so many back with us. This one will probably be the slowest event of the competition, I think.
With it being 3 attempts per person.
Yeah.
60 seconds still, though.
We'll try and keep you entertained the best that we can, and I'm sure you guys will keep us entertained as well.
Where are we? Was it a good idea for Mitch to go for the world record?
Well, he had to, really. Like, Mitch is in a position where he needs to pick up some points on Tom, so he had to go for it in that situation.
Yeah, because he was tied with Tom.
I obviously watched, like, when we were listening along, we didn't see the attempts. I've since seen his attempt. It wasn't a bad effort. Really hard clean. Had to work hard to get it to the chest, which just drains you. But it's certainly a weight that he's capable of. I think fresh. If it was the first event of and he hadn't done the heats and everything and he hadn't bashed up his hands, I think he's capable of it. However, that's not how competitions work. You've got to go and do it. But yeah, he certainly needed to try. This is world's strongest man. He had a bad start for him. and he needs to make up some points. So 100% go for it. Tommy doing amazing, performing absolutely to perfection right now in terms of the first two events. This is more of an event that people see as a banker for Tom.
Yeah.
So a little bit more pressure on him, I guess, on this one. But if Tom can finish today 4 points ahead of Mitch, he is going to be over the moon with day one.
Yeah, it's a great day one for Tom in that case.
I think if Mitch can sort of stay 3 points, like if he can be equal or like close a point, after the start, Mitch will be over the moon.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
lots to play for. Other athletes as well. I mean,
Evan,
look how tight it is.
Very much in that mix still. And
Austin's doing amazing. The guys below will be looking at sort of climbing up some points as well. So there's lots to fight for at the moment.
Yeah. Ben asking if we could wish his wife Louisa a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Louisa.
Happy birthday, Louisa.
Don't know if you're a Strongman fan yourself. If you're not, thank you for letting Ben watch us. Tied points really ruins standings. Unfortunately, with rep events and, max weight events.
It's part of Strongman.
Yeah. We hear our dog munching in the background. She's got a massive beef stick.
She's happy.
Yeah, she is happy. Lots of Tom fans in the comments. Very good. Yes, I see you've all been very good. They'll be like, oh, we have to behave when they come on. I don't know what was going on. Kenley with the members comment, even with pain threshold, surely that keg hurt Shaw. Keg hurt Shaw. Brian Shaw.
I don't know.
Did a keg fall on him?
I don't know. Brian Shaw's not competing. So
No, I know.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Please elaborate, Kenley. I will look for your comment. Yeah. Where are you watching? We're not watching. We're just getting live results coming through. Sometimes we get to FaceTime. Honestly, for this one.
This one, it's not even.
We didn't really care to.
FaceTime.
Yeah, tomorrow probably will for like the deadlift and stones, but not even for the Conans, because watching from the side, you can't
Until
always
the
tell.
results. You just kind of,
Yeah, you're just watching someone going round and round. Not that that's not fun, but
Yeah, if it was a
I like
quality
things where I can count
stream and I
rep
was watching it properly, then that would be different.
Yes, yeah. How is Evan at keg throw? So Evan's a good thrower. He's had some good results on throwing at the Shore Classic, where it's a notoriously hard series of 8 quite heavy bags, isn't it?
Yeah, Tom, I don't see a weak event for Evan in the final this year. He's pretty solid at almost all these events.
Dan, thank you for the super chat. With a 210 log and axle and being unbeatable at log for reps, I think Tom has put himself as the best presser in the world of the full-time athletes competing right now.
He's certainly up there. His pressing has just improved so much over the last couple of years. I mean, his pressing at the Rogue Invitational on that log was amazing.
Yeah. And it's funny because obviously it was always Luke's thing, wasn't it? Strongest shoulders. Oh, Wesley is walking out now. So they're going to be going in reverse order of the previous event. So Wesley's going to be out first.
Then Ivers.
Then Ivers, yeah. And then who will it be after that? It depends because there's so many ties.
It won't depend. It'll be Matt Ragg.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Because he was on his own.
Yeah, sorry. I meant with the all the tied athletes like Luke.
I don't know after that, but Matt will be after.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Ivers is coming out. Oh, did Ivers go already? Ivers got it. Yeah, sorry. And then Wesley got it also.
Both of them. I'd expect all of them to get this first throw.
Yeah. So just a reminder, the first throw is over a 6 meter bar.
Yes.
And the next one after that will be 6.5 meters. Brian had a keg hit his shoulders and back previously. Do you know what? In the moment, you probably didn't even feel it.
Yeah, I did a throw event last year, sandbag, and I kind of put my hands out and caught it stupidly.
Yeah.
Probably should have moved out of the way, but we're pretty big, tough guys.
Yeah,
we're okay.
Fine, he'd be fine. Has Tom won a World's Strongest Man before? Yes, he's a two-time winner.
Two-time champion.
Yeah, 2021
Tom has not been
22.
outside the top 2 in the last 4 years at World's Strongest Man, which always amazes me when people are like, oh, Tom's overrated. He's really not. He's just really good at Worlds.
Yeah. Doesn't Keg Toss favour tall athletes?
Yes,
yeah, a little bit. If you're a few inches higher, then you can probably throw a few inches higher when it's coming to a very max effort. But they've still got to do the thing, haven't they?
The best throwers are Brian and Thor, who are 2 of the tallest guys. They're the best throwers we've seen, I think, in the sport. Certainly,
but being tall alone doesn't make you a good thrower either.
But like Lalas was a good thrower, and he was sort of 6 foot at best, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably slightly under, to be
He's
honest.
under 6 foot, yeah. Matt Ragg is now coming out. So far we've had Wesley and Ivers both good on the 6 meter throw. And
if you have enough power, you make up for it.
Jordan is calling Wes to win this. Matt Ragg has called himself, which is interesting because there's these people we haven't seen do a max height throw before, thinking, you know, they can win. So could be an upset here. Who knows? We got super chat from AG. Thank you so much, AG. Thanks for keeping us updated. You're very welcome. We try to do it in a timely manner.
One of the reasons I think Tom is the favourite for this event is he's done it before. He's a very good thrower when you look at throwing results across different competitions.
Yeah.
Plus, he's massively tall.
Yeah, he's a giant. Swenglish man, thank you for the super chat. Mitch slip makes it exciting, but it's very early days. It's definitely made it less predictable, I think.
It's made for an exciting competition.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good for Ragg on 6 meters. So 3 so far, 3 good throws.
I'm convinced all athletes will get this height.
Yeah.
This is like a little bit of a warm-up for them.
Yeah. Is it true that Evan and Mitch are injured? Evan did hurt himself a bit on the frame. It sort of trapped him. Sorry, I'm going to have to... Yes.
Yeah, so Evan on the way back on the frame, as he went down with the frame slid into the back of his leg. So it kind of caught his ankle. But other than some kind of... I mean, it may be sore, but the actual structure is all fine. There's no injury issues there. Maybe like a little bit cut, a little bit painful, but nothing more than some bruising. Mitch has torn his calluses, which is common in, especially in World's Strongest Man when they're often in hotter climates. I've seen a lot of guys that have torn calluses on the frame. It's frustrating. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable on certain events, but it's nothing that's going to stop him being able to perform the rest of the competition. So, touch wood, no serious injuries in the final so far, and all the athletes will keep competing hard. Yeah, that's kind of a normal response from a strongman.
Yeah.
Take it. I mean...
Probably damaged the keg. Right, what have we got? Hoath is up. 6 meters, good for Hoath.
Good stuff.
Tristan's doing great.
He really is.
It's so, like, often when a rookie makes their first World's Strongest Man final, and this is his first year ever, you see them fade quite a bit in the finals. It's very hard for them to keep it up for so long in that new format.
I guess I was trying to be nice to my friend, but he probably is more 5'10".
Only in the world of strongman will we say bless him for someone being 5'10".
The midget.
Perfectly reasonable height.
Yeah, I think I was just being a bit overly
Lad
nice.
6 feet. I do see some massively overinflated.
I'm just going to try
numbers.
and pin the doodah.
You're gonna what?
Pin the doodah.
Pin the doodah. The link.
The link
Yes.
to the spreadsheet.
Strongman Archive spreadsheet. Yep. So Luke is up next. Luke Stoltman up next. Yeah, Lallis is listed as 5'10". Last time Tom did this, only Brian beat him with a record. Yeah, that's right. So Tom and Maxime tied on 7.5 meters and Brian got 7.75. Maxime is a great thrower as well. It's a shame he's not here for this event.
Yeah.
6 meters, good for Luke.
Good stuff.
Luke's highest placing at World's Strongest Man is 7th, and he's done that 3 times. He's been 7th. So he's going to be desperate to improve on that number. Do you think, Lazo?
Yes, I'm just trying to pin this whilst my my slipper is being taken off me.
Multitasking.
She's got it. She's happy.
Yeah. Okay.
Austin
is up.
I think I've pinned that for anyone that wants to have a look at the spreadsheet.
Ron, thank you for the super chat. How hard will it be for Mitch to win the whole contest, and how does it play out in your opinion?
So being Mitch's coach, my kind of conversation, this is how I kind of this is how like you have to kind of approach things from Mitch's point of view. Obviously from Tom's point of view, this is going to be different, or Evan or any of the other athletes. It wasn't the start that he wants, but you've got 2 options in this case. You keep trying or you give up. Mitch is going to keep trying, and we'll try and kind of put pressure on, the reality when you looked at the events beforehand. Tomorrow, Mitch in general beats Tom on deadlift for rep events and cone and circle, so he can pick up some points there. From Tom's point of view, he wants to place above Mitch on this event so he can stretch that lead.
Got it. Yeah.
Yep. But from Mitch's point of view, you've got to kind of compose your athlete and keep fighting. So he has to keep applying pressure, keep working hard. In a competition, we don't know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. So you should never be giving up as a competitor. And he'll keep fighting. He's still confident that he can do this. But it's just made harder. I think from Tom's point of view, he's executed perfectly. If Tom can get the win on this one, it applies even more pressure the other way around. So Mitch will be feeling that pressure. So will all the other guys that are chasing. So yeah, but it's a competition. You never give up. You keep fighting until the very end.
And that is true. Lallis is 6 foot across, or he was anyway.
Yeah,
so.
he was super wide at his biggest.
Evan Singleton up next, or up now. What was I going to click on? Lallis is 6 feet wide. Pin the doodah.
Pin the doodah.
That's an easy one. 1987. We had pure strength instead with just Jeff Capes, Bill Kazmaier, and Jean-Paul Sigmason.
Who won?
8 events. Jean-Paul Sigmason. He won
It was
6 of the 8.
It was more than 8.
Oh, it was 10 events,
Yeah.
and he won 8
8
of 10 events. Yeah. I knew there was an 8 in there somewhere. Just waiting to hear from the T-Rex, but I can't imagine any issues here. Yeah,
T-Rex
cleared
should get
it.
that, no
Very
problem.
nice. There we go. Run, Holly, run. Steal the slipper.
She's got both.
She'll come for my shoes in a second.
Yeah.
We choose our battles, don't we? This ain't one.
For those that have just joined in very quickly, just quickly go through the scores for people just so they know.
Okay.
You've got it up on here, haven't you?
Yes.
There we go. So these are the scores after 2 events so far. Tom Stoltman in the lead, 17.5 points. Evan Singleton on 16. Austin Andrade on 15. Mitch Hooper, 14.5. Tristan Hoath on 10. Pavlo on 9. Luke Stoltman tied with Pavlo on 9. Wesley, Diwinski, and Matt Ragg on 7. And Ivor Schmaukstelis on 2 points. So Tom Stoltman leading the charge after 2 events. Not far behind is Evan Singleton.
And Pavlo Cordiaca is next up on the throw. Pavlo is also a great tosser. It's a tossing event, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Hope to meet you both in Vegas. You will, Frankie. We will be
look
there when
forward
bells
to
on.
meeting lots of you
Oh,
there.
Pavlo has missed his first 2 attempts.
Really?
That's a surprise. Lots of pressure on this third one, then.
Yeah. Hopefully he can compose himself.
Pavlo misses all 3.
Wow, I'm surprised at that.
I'm surprised at that too. He's
That's
usually very
yeah.
good at throwing.
He's a-
Obviously, we've only seen him do a run and not
That
max
was
height.
that was surprising though.
Yeah. There we go. Pavlo Cordiaca, the first man to fail the opener of a 6-meter height. This world's strongest man already, so full of twists and turns.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have expected that.
Is the deadlift tomorrow a medley or for reps? It's for reps.
It's for reps.
374 kilos. We've had a weight change on this.
Okay.
It's the BF Goodrich HD
You
terrain.
love saying this.
I do. Deadlift for reps. Tired deadlift for reps, sorry. So next up is going to be Mitch or Tom.
I probably guess Mitch, but
Probably with Tom leading overall. I
Yeah.
guess that's how they'll sort it.
what's happening in Vegas? So there's the Giants Live. What is the competition? Is the World Open?
No. So they've got the deadlift championships, but it's the North American
Open.
Yeah,
big
championships or something. It's something grander sounding than open. It's like the North American.
Do you know what? I'm
Strongman
just going to look it up.
I'm voting North American Strongman Championships.
Upcoming shows.
Hooper is next. What a bunch of fabulous tossers, says Lou.
The US Strongman Championships and World Deadlift Championships
US Strongman
2024.
Championships. Did I say
28th of September 2024. You can get tickets on the Giants Live website.
Lauren, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all your coverage. Year 3, I'm tuning in, and you're both providing the updates.
Thank
Saturday
you
evening,
so much for
locked
joining
in.
us.
Thank you. Thank you for sacrificing your Saturday evening to be with us. Easy for Hooper, apparently. There we go.
Good stuff. The throwing's been good in training.
People feeling bad for Pavlo. Not as big a toss as you thought. No, apparently not.
You just don't know. You don't know. Like, we don't know if he's got some kind of issue going on or what. But
yeah,
that wasn't what you'd expect from him on this type of event.
Yes, Evan got it. Pavlo is the only one so far who hasn't got it. Tom's about to go, and then we'll be moving up to 6.5 meters. Where are we? You take the time to memorize that mouthful. You're saying it as often as you can. Yes, thank you. Well, what a waste otherwise. What a waste. Tom is about to go. This should be a nice, easy warm-up for Tom.
Yeah, Tom's going to launch this.
Yeah. To the moon. Still just Tom about to go. Adam, thank you for the super chat. If Tom wins the keg toss, then I think he's cruising on to another
if Tom
title.
wins the keg toss, he has put himself in a real driving position going into tomorrow. He could not ask for a better first day. If he gets the win on this and he's 4 or more points ahead of Mitch Hooper, I think he's going to be sleeping well tonight.
Yeah, because I feel with the deadlift and the Conans and the people that have made the final, he needed to be leading coming out of today for
definitely.
the best chance of winning overall.
Yeah, I think the only, personally, I think...
Tom, easy lift.
I think...
Throw.
This is probably the closest event left. I'd give Tom the edge on the throw.
Yeah.
Over
definitely.
Mitch. However, I don't think it's an impossibility that Mitch can beat Tom on this one. I think on the deadlift, Mitch comes out on top, and I think on the Conans, Mitch comes out on top. But I don't see Tom being that far behind.
I don't see him.
And I think if Mitch wants to win World's Strongest Man, realistically, he needs to be ahead of Tom going into the Atlas Stones. Because I can't see anyone beating Tom.
No.
All things being...
You're almost relying on Tom to make a mistake at that point, aren't you?
Which look, is a possibility,
but rare.
But it's not something you're kind of going to put your
laurels on. No.
So yeah, if Tom comes out of today 4 points in the lead, or even 4 points ahead of Mitch, especially, I mean, where's Tom now? The only person behind him, Tom's winning overall, isn't he?
Yeah, Evan's 1.5 points behind him.
So it would put him a few points over Evan as well. I think, Tom could not ask for a better first day.
Yeah. Brian, thank you for becoming a member. And Clopness Monster, thank you for the super chat. Moose first, T-Rex second, Albatross third, podium. Random question. What if Andre the Giant had chosen Strongman over professional wrestling?
It would have. It's one of those fun things to think of, huge frame. The potential is there. And I'll always say this about people. Yes, they have the potential, but potential is nothing unless you do something with it. So
Jan Todd knew him personally and very well as well, Andre the Giant. We'll have to...
Massively big hands, big frame. Yeah. Obviously had the tools to do something with it if he chose to do Strongman, but it wasn't really a thing back then. Even when he was starting to get into wrestling, Strongman was... I don't even know if it would have been going when he first started wrestling. And once you're making a lot of money being a wrestler, why would you choose Strongman?
Paddy Haynes in the chat, hoping to be out there competing in South next year.
I'm sure he will be at World's Strongest Man in the near future.
Upcoming British athlete. Lucas, thank you for the super chat. How did Luke do? I'm smoking meats in Iowa.
Luke has made the first throw, no problem at all. Yes. Only one athlete has been eliminated after the first round of throws, and that was surprisingly Pavlo Kordiaka. Every other athlete is now going up to 6.5 meters.
Yes, they're all moving on. So they can skip heights if they want to. I don't see anyone doing that personally.
No.
Because the next
I said that about the axle, but 2 of the athletes did skip heights.
Yeah, we know nothing. The next height after 6.5 will be 7 meters. Some big old big heights, Lazo.
Yeah, but it's a light keg, so that's why it's so much higher.
Yeah, so they did a max height throw at the Arnold's UK recently, but that was 10 kilos heavier.
Yes, yeah.
Which changes things again, doesn't it? And it was very compact.
Yeah, that was more like a standard weight for height from Highland Games.
Yes, definitely. What's the record on this? It is 7.75 meters, held by Brian Shaw. He broke his own record when they did this event in the 2021 World's Strongest Man final. which was the first year that Tom won the World's Strongest
It
Man.
was indeed.
There you go. Hi, Liz and Liz. Hello, hello. With Tom's height and arms, he could almost dunk this. No, Pavlo did not skip it. He failed all 3 attempts. So they have 3 kegs there. They've got 60 seconds, 3 attempts, but he missed all 3, which really surprised us.
Yeah,
Do you know
very
what
surprised.
went on there? We'll have to speak to him at some point. Dave, thank you for the super chat.
Anybody else getting nervous when Tom is up?
Huge Tom fan here, and I get so tense. My ask is tighter than Brian Shaw's grip. Love your shows, guys. It's really normal when it's someone who you're invested in, whether you know them or not personally. If you care about someone, you're behind them.
I always
you
try
get
and stay
nervous.
calm on the outside, but inside it's like the kind of stomach is twisting.
Yeah.
And you show it on your face as well.
My whole face twists. I'm like a bee chewing a wasp. I don't know.
A bee chewing a wasp.
Yeah, like a bulldog chewing a wasp.
I was going to say a bee chewing a wasp.
Yeah.
But yes, I think if
my eyes twitching.
if you care about someone, you're a big fan of someone, yeah, it's just natural.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I used to prefer competing because I get less nervous competing than I do watching and
Watching's
supporting.
hard sometimes. Alprez Cat, thank you for the super chat. If Tom wins World's Strongest Man 4 times, is he in the Shaw/Big Z tier?
He needs to win some other major shows to go into the Shaw and Big Z tier. At the moment, World's Strongest Man, he's amazing at. He's not won an Arnold or some of those other big shows, but he's getting better every year, and I think he's capable. But without question, he's one of the best. You know, he's a 2-time winner of Worlds. Not many people can say that. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, because how many, Brian, did he win 3 Arnolds, or was it?
Brian won 3 Arnolds, 4 World's Strongest Man.
So Jonas won 8 Arnolds and
4
4 Worlds and 2 IFSA World
2
Championships.
IFSA World titles, plus 88 international shows in total.
Yeah.
Which is,
to be fair,
Zadrunas, anyone else.
Zadrunas is S tier all on his own, I think. He's just out there. And then, you know, you've got your Bryans.
What's amazing with Brian and Zadrunas is they were competing against each other.
I know.
So in a different era,
yeah,
how good could they have been?
It's crazy to think about.
Both of them amazing throwers. Both of them, like especially Zadrunas, unbelievable on axle.
Yeah.
But Brian wasn't bad as well. Both of them very good throwers.
A really good all-rounder, wasn't he?
What else have we had?
The frame.
That was an event that
Ragg.
Some of these guys could have beaten them on.
Yeah. Matt Ragg got the 6.5 meters as well. So that's Ivers and Ragg successful. Has someone? All right. So Wesley Diwinski will be out next, presumably. Oh no, Wesley must have skipped.
Maybe.
No, it says Wesley got 6.5.
Okay.
My notes are just not up to date. There we go. That's fine though.
Matt Ragg got it, no problem.
We can piece together everything. Next World's Strongest Man, we could have barrels of brisket to throw. Them all tossing the smoky meat. Ooh, sounds kinky. Swinglish Man, thank you for the super chat. Are you allowed to do strongman after 40 beers? Just
asking for Andre.
Oh dear.
It was yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Lynette, thank you for becoming a member. Hoath is up next. Do you think Tom's got this event or somebody else? Says Anthony. I think Tom
I always said Tom from the start, I think, is the favorite on this event. Yeah. There's at least 3 other athletes that I've spoken to that have all said they can win.
Yeah.
But just from what I've seen, based on results in the past, Tom would be my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. We always use the data available. And that's not to say someone couldn't beat him, but it's hard to look past the person who does really well on these types of events. Tina, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for doing these live chats so we can be updated on World's Strongest Man. My husband and I would have loved to celebrate our 12th wedding anniversary tomorrow by watching it, celebrating with views, the next best thing. Well, happy wedding anniversary.
We hope you guys have an amazing wedding anniversary. Do you know, I'm just going to give them a quick shout out, but my uncle and auntie are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary.
That's
today.
really
so congratulations to Sylvia and Paul.
There you go, Sylvia and Paul.
They're away on holiday. They're
not
watching this at all. They're not into strongman.
Your mum might be watching that.
She might be. I'll give them a little shout out anyway, because 50 years together is amazing.
Yeah. It's our 7-year anniversary this year, Lozzie. Married.
Got a while to go.
We have. We've wasted all those years together unmarried. We could have been higher up the charts by now. The Pirate Life, thank you for the super chat. When prepping for shows, is it tough to choose size and weight for strength or a lighter weight for speed? So is it... How do you find that balance, I guess?
Yeah, like sometimes...
Oh, sorry. Does Hoath missed all 3? So
Okay,
Tristan
so
Ho
Hoath
is out.
and Pavlo are both out.
Yes.
I'm going to make a note of this.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 2 out. He will answer your question.
Honestly, it's about finding the right weight for you as an individual lifter. I mean, and also looking at the competition that you have coming up. So athletes will sometimes get bigger for certain shows and focus more on fitness and conditioning for other shows as well.
Luke is up.
If it's a real heavy static competition, being bigger is more beneficial. Whereas, competition like World Strongest Man, you need that combination of both. I've experimented with sort of where my body weight is best. For me, when I was competing at the top level, around 150 to 155 was my best to be all round a good athlete. When I got bigger than that, sure, my squat went massive, my strict pressing was good, my static strength was good, but I lost speed, I lost agility, and you kind of sacrifice in certain ways. Likewise, I've been fitter, but you lose that power as well. So for every athlete, it's different. If you're 6'2", you can't think I need to be 180 kilos like a 6'10" guy can.
No.
It's finding the right weight for you and where you're most effective.
Michelle saying UKNS, is that UK's Natural Strongman?
Yes.
In Preston today was amazing.
I'm glad it was an awesome show.
Just waiting on an update for Luke Stoltman. Just says Luke is up.
Luke got it on his second attempt.
Ah, there you go. Okay. Timely update there. Where are we?
So who's up after Luke?
Liz coming in there with a smoking meat comment. So after Luke, it's going to be... No, he's done already.
Yeah, he's already out.
Oh, it's hard to follow now because these aren't the right order.
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't worry.
Okay. I think Austin, actually. Yeah, Austin, then Evan.
Yeah.
Then Mitch, then Tom.
Okay.
Yes, Austin's
up next.
There we go. Where are we? Tom for the win. Lots of you ever tried your hand at wanging a welly?
I think so. At one of the kids' summer fairs once.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I think Ava, when she was younger, they did it. Yeah.
Is that Alan? Thank you for becoming a member, Elaine. I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Nonetheless, and Paul also, thank you. Jacques, thank you for the super chat. Prime Z versus Shaw in these final events. Who wins? Event 1, I'd give to Brian.
Event 1, I'd give to Brian.
Event 2, I'd give to Zydrunas.
Yeah.
Event 3, I'd give to Brian.
Yeah.
Event 4.
But Zydrunas probably second.
Yeah. The Conans.
I'd give to
next.
Brian.
No, Zydrunas.
No, Zydrunas was terrible at Conans.
Brian
was terrible at Conans.
Brian wasn't good at Conans either.
But Zydrunas used to be, that was probably his Achilles heel.
Yeah, I guess. All right, they both.
I think with these events, no. I think with these events, Brian would beat Zydrunas.
And then the deadlift I'd give to Brian, and the stones.
Deadlift, they were a prime at a different time.
Yeah,
they were both amazing deadlifters, but
Austin got it on his second attempt also. So Luke and Austin.
But I do think these events would have favoured Brian over Zydrunas.
Yeah. TSS, thank you for becoming a member. Let's go, Luke. Where are we? I really want Evan to be top of the podium considering all he's been through, but I'm so happy for all the athletes. Where did Evan come? He was 5th last year, so any improvement on that would be incredible.
Talking of Evan, he is up.
Oh, there we go. I could definitely see Evan on the podium this year.
Cousin Fred has bought his ticket to Vegas.
Ah, that's really cool, Fred.
How could you be on the fence about it, Fred? We're going to be there.
Well, it's more travel, isn't
just
it?
Messing.
Oh, okay. Lars having a go at people.
I'm not having a go.
Why are you having a go at Fred?
I'm saying we're going to be there.
No, I know, I'm joking. It's being silly. Oh dear. Let's see how Evan does. Oh, I think this would be easy for Evan.
I think so as well.
Meme Rex.
You missed the first attempt. There's us saying it'll be easy.
Oh, I didn't even mean to click that. I was trying to click on the one above. Meme Rex. There we go. Okay.
Got it on his second attempt.
There we go. That's 3 athletes in a row that missed the first.
Yeah, it just shows it's getting harder.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the interesting thing when the athletes have 3 attempts, though. I've said this before, but with a throwing event, it's not just about the height. You have to get the trajectory right as well. So the fact they have the 3 attempts, they can make adjustments and come back and get it.
Yeah. Will Pavlo have a good chance of winning the Conans? That could throw some weird points.
Like, if he's fully fit and 100%, he's got a great chance of winning the Conans. Pavlo's awesome at Conans.
Yeah, he holds the world record in the Giants live setup, doesn't he? He came like 4th or something in no, I think it was 3rd in the World Tour final, but he was coming back probably too soon from a back injury, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he's very, very good when he's in shape. Surprising for Loz to be the offensive one. It happens, guys.
Occasionally. Occasionally, I take one for the team.
Loz, you are the only reason I'm going. You're going to love the show, though, Fred. You will really like it.
Fred's not been to a Giants live.
No, he hasn't.
I think you will enjoy it.
Yeah. It's
very different to sort of OSG and some of the other shows.
Oh god, yeah, very different. Hooper is up next. So this is 6.5 meters. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. What ifs are always fun. So, LOL. Where do you think Brian would rank among his group this year at this stage or overall? Oh, it's hard to say because which group was Brian in?
No. I think he means just at this stage.
Oh, okay.
I think Brian in his prime was an amazing strongman.
I was going to say, we're talking 2024 Brian or 2014 Brian.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Brian
hard.
In his
prime,
a
long career.
I think could potentially win this competition.
Hooper got it first. Sorry.
Cool.
Tom is up.
Brian, towards the end of his career, maybe struggling a bit more. Like the first event, one of the problems for Brian on the first event is he's so methodical. So the time that he takes between things can kind of cost him. But he will probably have finished. So he would have got decent points. The axle, he would have dropped a few points on. His axle was good, but not incredible. And when I say a few points, maybe 4th. He's good. This event, I think he could win. He's proved that in recent times as well. He's an amazing thrower.
Yeah.
So he'd be in a great position. Recent Brian wasn't so good on deadlift. However, younger Brian was an amazing deadlifter.
Yeah.
And Zadrunas was the same in that respect. Younger Zadrunas was an amazing deadlifter. As he got older, he picked up some injuries and his deadlift suffered.
I think he'd still do decent on this deadlift. He tied with Rauno on the deadlift in the heats last year.
Yes, he did. But I'm just going based off results. When you look at what Brian did towards the end of his career compared to his prime,
it's different, of course.
It's different.
Yeah.
And that's what's hard when you watch a guy. You never know when you're going to see them at their absolute best.
Yeah.
But the reality is, with these events, I think the Conans costs him a little bit. Stones would be great for him. So, it's always fun to do the what ifs, but if you're not in it, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. Tom gets it on the first throw as well. So Mitch and Tom both getting it on the first throw. The last few athletes before that taking a couple of throws to get it. But we are up now to 7 meters is going to be the next height. How exciting.
Just to continue the what ifs, there's some really good events for me in my prime.
Yeah,
in this final.
Yeah. Like the first event would have been nice.
First event, I think I could have won. The axle, my best axle was 205. So if I could manage that, I would have scored good points.
Yeah.
Deadlift would have been good. The throw, I would have struggled with. I was never the best at throwing. Stones at this level, normally I'd struggle a bit. Conans, I was good when I was very young and newer to the sport, and I got worse as I got bigger. So,
and older.
Different times of athletes' careers, they can be better at some things. Like when I first got into strongman, I was really good at shield carries, cone and circle, but I wasn't that strong. And as I got stronger and stronger, I got worse at those type of events. Yeah. I also tore my bicep, which didn't help on like a Conan's. But there are injuries that affect athletes, and you have seen that throughout people's career.
Dalton, thank you for the super chat. All of the current strongmen are too lovable. We need more D-bags, so it's easier to pick favorites. But the beauty of that, though, is that it's hard to ever be disappointed with a result when you like all the guys. Something to be said for that as well. 5,000 people watching. No picking your nose, Lazo. Best strongman not to win.
I'm confused because it says Pavlo and... Oh, sorry.
They're both out. They were out anyway.
Yeah, everyone else is still in, right?
Pick one.
What?
Best strongman not to win.
Best strongman not to win.
I said Mateusz.
He still has a chance.
Yeah. All right, then Derek.
Yeah.
No, OD. No, Derek.
I'd say OD really deserved to win 1990.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like whole career, best guy not to win,
Derek.
Yeah. Derek Poundstone.
Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Loz and Liz. Thank you for taking the time to say hello at breakfast at the Arnold USA. You two are doing such wonderful things for the sport.
Thank you very much,
Thank you, Sarah. I remember you. You were sat over there. I met Derek for the first time at the Arnolds. Was it this year or last?
I think last year.
It was last year, yeah. And I'd never met him before. So I was like, oh, Derek, hi. And I introduced myself. And he kept me for about 35 minutes chatting away. He's Derek, a talker, isn't he?
He can definitely
loves to chat, does Derek. Yeah, really nice though.
But he was a great strongman, and he won so many big comps.
He did.
Just
Fortissimus, didn't he?
Got so close with that stone at Worlds and couldn't quite.
Yeah. Then he got the old back slap from Marius just to rub salt into it.
Yeah.
What a monkey. Kaz and Roz, thank you for becoming members.
Cam,
sorry. Seeing Z's everywhere. Because I'm so tired.
All the chilies that come out when Tom is up.
So we're
all done with 6.5. Tom got it. Mitch got it.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone went out that round, did they? Can you see?
So Pavlo failed the opener. Yes, Tristan Hoath went out on this round. So he got the 6 meters, but
that's
not the 6.5.
Yeah. So now we move up to
7 meters, and Ivers will be out first. So
getting high now.
Yeah, getting real high. Where are we? Brian did 205 on the axle press. Was that the same comp that you did?
No, he did it a few years later.
Okay. Shannon, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for what you guys do. Me and my fiance Ben have been tuning into your content for about 4 years now. We love it. Hope Evan finally gets to the podium. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you very much.
It's still coming back.
He's looking good for it.
We can't be that offensive. Some people come back. Is Brian leading? Brian's not here.
How would Bruce Wilhelm do against these guys? These are the questions we want. This is definitely it.
Thank you for the super
Bruce would have smashed it.
Yeah.
And I bet if you ask him, he'd tell you that.
He'd win every.
If you have not seen it, I did a Talking Strongman with Bruce, and he is an absolute legend.
Do you know what? We'll talk about Grumpy. I loved him. He's so sassy.
He was brilliant.
He was so funny. Like Loz is asking questions, they're having a good chat, and then he's like leaning back in his chair. Whatever questions you got for me? It's just so funny.
He was great. I love chatting to him.
And he was like, if you ever you're in the area, come round. We have to get there to see him. We have to meet Bruce.
Yeah. I was gutted as well because I was so close to interviewing Don Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Sadly passed away last year.
Yeah.
But it would have been great to chat with him as well.
It would have. Yeah. It was so close. He was like, I can't figure out the Zoom. Can we do it on the phone? It's like, it's not really going to work. But I wish we'd taken what we had, to be honest.
I spoke to him a number of times on the phone.
I know. He's such a sweet man.
He was a very lovely man.
Curtis, thank you for the super chat. As a trainer, how would you train someone with double joints? I never injure myself, but I can't increase past certain weights. Do you mean like hypermobile rather than double joints?
Liz is the hyper.
I was going to say, I am.
Yeah, you've just got to be careful not to like fully extend on certain things, like a leg press, for instance. You don't want to hyperextend and put that pressure on the joints. Controlling movements is going to be important in certain aspects.
You might want to wrap things as well, like wrist wraps and stuff like that, to give you a bit of extra support, because like the hand going all the way back, it can feel quite painful.
But actually strengthening the tendons and joints is going to help prevent that as well. So like you actually have to control the movement. So you can't just let your wrist bend back. You've got to try and focus on controlling things.
Yeah. So Ivers was successful at 7 meters. Well done, Ivers.
That's
First
good.
one to hit that height. Next up is Wesley Diwinski. Very exciting. Clock Nest Monster, thank you for the super chat. If you don't move, he can't see you. Come on, T-Rex. Like the dong, dong, and the puddles rippling. Best strongman to never win was Riku Kiri. Riku is definitely in that conversation.
He's in the conversation. He's in the conversation. I personally think Derek was better, but I've got no arguments with people putting Riku into that conversation for sure.
Cousin Fred, Liz, didn't
I'd also put Misha Koklayev into that conversation as well.
Yeah, he was like always on the podium at IFSO, and he very good. Didn't this hit 9,000 viewers last year? Probably on the Atlas Stones.
I think maybe
Fred.
On the final, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we got to 6,000 on the last event, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'd say 9,000 would probably have been for the Atlas Stone.
And we've had so many new members over the last kind of couple of days, which is amazing. I think we've gone from like 450 members to about 750. So thank you all for becoming members. Nice. And to the people that have gifted memberships, and to everyone that has super chatted and subscribed and liked. Thank you all so much.
Wesley is up now. He's someone who's very confident about his throwing ability. So expect this to go nicely for him. Old Man Gibb, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, where's
up? Ragg is up.
Okay, guessing Wesley got it. Yes, he did. Old Man Gibb, thank you. Forgive my ignorance. New to the strongman world, have the promoters maybe thought about teaming up with larger promotions like the UFC? Might get the sport out in front of an entire new audience. Thank you so much.
The company that run World's Strongest Man also run the UFC, and they have used, like Dana White's put posts up before,
Yeah.
World's Strongest Man tops. There's been collabs between UFC fighters. Same company also owned the WWE as well. Obviously, those things are much more important to them because they make a lot more money for them.
Do you know what? There was supposed to be like a very big appearance from a very big name this year. However, schedules just conflicted and it couldn't happen. But
yeah, these kind of collabs are always going to help the sport grow.
And there's definitely something they're working on, and we should see more of in future. Ragg gets it first attempt. There we go. So
Matt said he's good at throwing.
He did. He pegged himself to win this
and
one.
To be fair, like everything that he said from the interview I did with him is kind of like
it's come true so far. Yeah.
He said he'd struggle a bit on the axle because he's had problems with the clean more than anything.
Yeah. Luke Stoltman's
but he was confident when it came to the throw.
Yeah. And so far it is going well.
Yeah.
Yes. So the spicy one is up next. Luke, is Luke we call the spicy one?
They're both spicy.
They are both spicy. But you said one of them was more spicy than the other. I can't remember who.
Did I say that? You're just trying to put words in my mouth.
Johnny Boy, thank you for the super chat. I'd have to agree. I have my favourites, but I'd be really happy with any of these blokes winning.
Absolutely, Johnny.
This is kind of the nicest position to be in as well, isn't it? Like, yeah, you know, you might have a favourite, but there's no losers here, is there?
Yeah, there is. There'll be 9 losers.
but what I mean is, everything's a great story. If Tom wins, he's a 3-time winner. If Mitch wins, he managed to retain his title, a second win for Canada. If Evan wins, it's his first.
You know, it's always the thing is not everyone can win. It's the sport, but they all battle hard. They're all incredible athletes.
Luke miss on 1.
Okay, so he's missed
his
first attempt.
He's got 2 more attempts, if I'm reading this right. Just waiting for another update.
Swinglish man, 5,000 people watching and only 842 likes. Come on, super fans. There we go. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Luke has missed, unfortunately, on 7 meters.
Okay.
So that is the 3rd man out of the throw. Tristan Hoath went out at 6 meters. 6.5, yeah. And Pavlo Cordiaca, surprisingly still, missed the opener of 6 meters. The more I say it, the more wrong that sounds.
I know.
Rick, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, OD in 1990, that year, he was the strongest.
I agree.
Yeah, that was, I mean, people who think because they're doing 1,000-pound yoke, strongman's too much about running around now, should have seen that. 100 kilos they were running with, and it was a 200 meter race.
100 kilos
it
for
was
200
literally
meters.
on like an Olympic sports track. It was mind-blowing.
It was more like a kid's
sports day field.
An Olympic track, but yes, I know you're
get carried away. It was like an athletic field.
Liz goes to the shop. He's like, there was such a big queue. It took an hour to get through. It was like a 10-minute queue.
What are you saying? So who is up after Luke? Austin up next. Austin's had such a good start to this competition.
Austin's been awesome.
What a guy. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Hello, Loz and Liz. This is my first time watching your coverage of World's Strongest Man. Keep up the good work. My forecast of top 3 athletes in no particular order will be Evan, Tom, Mitchell. Thank you, Daniel.
I think so many of us have kind of put that as a prediction, opinion. But at the moment, there's another man in that top 3 as well.
Austin. So let's see how he is at tossing. Sorry.
Cleve Dean would have won this contest already.
Maybe
if there was arm wrestling in there. He was a beast.
He was. What would Louis Ferrigno do? He would have done all right.
He would have done all right until Arnold turned up and kind of gave him the wrong advices.
Yes, of course. Bonnie Prince Jamie, thank you for the super chat. Guys, I know you're busy people, but I'm hoping the in-depth ifs split video is still in the works. I promise it is. As always, thanks for all you do. Big love. I promise it is. Some people have promised me interviews. Oh, hold on. Slight pause.
Someone in the crowd has had a medical issue.
Went down.
So they are.
Oh, okay.
There just might be a little pause in the action while they sort that out.
Okay. Bruce, get this shout. Legend. Bruce is a legend.
Bruce is a legend.
The record height is 7.75
Some of you may have
meters.
seen, we've been doing like these kind of documentary style videos on some of the greats. So far, we've done Jean-Paul Sigmarsson and Bill Kazma, but we have planned lots of them. So once World is out the way, we've got Magnus for Magnusson next.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've got a lot planned. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed those. The Kaz one's doing really well. It's almost at 500,000 views.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So thank you to everyone that's been and watched that.
Yeah.
And lots more planned. So hopefully people are enjoying them.
Yeah. With the IFSA one, it's quite spicy, the story, to be honest. And I think it will surprise quite a lot of people. But because it's so spicy, I want to give people who were involved the opportunity to have their say as part of the video that we want to make. So I don't want to just make it without giving them that opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
Otherwise it'll be like, right, you had your chance, you have to. I'm making it anyway. But it is going to happen.
Yeah.
Chad, thank you for the super chat. Without you two, Strength Sports, World's Strongest Man, and the fans would all be worse off. Thanks for what you do and for giving us some
Thank
fun.
you so much, guys.
Thank you. Okay, it looks like they're still on a pause. Hopefully,
5,500 people watching the stream.
How lovely!
And if you could go and give it a like,
stream, hit the like button.
Auntie Liz will be very happy.
Thank you, Anthony. Auntie Liz will be very happy.
You won't have to worry about my thumb then, will you?
No, that's a sad little thumb. This is hyper something. This is just me, normal. Oh, hypermobile, yeah. Where are we? Shade, thank you for the super chat. Do you think 6.5 meters to 7 meters is too big of a jump? Makes for a lot of ties. Well, they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they're only going to have 4 different heights before the new world record attempt. So there are going to be a lot of ties, regardless, because I can't see people going.
We've only lost one person in each round.
Yeah,
but
I think we will all of a
come
sudden lose quite a few. Yeah, so after 7 meters will be 7.25. And in 6 point. Yeah, so in 2021, they had a jump of 6.75, but quite a few got that, which maybe explains why they've taken a bigger jump this time. I guess it's a balancing act.
Like at the Arnold UK, they almost did too many jumps.
Especially for the women.
Yeah, and it just made the event go on for so long.
What about Mike Jenkins for best to never win? Definitely.
Mike was, another one that you can add into that list.
Yeah. Sir Bagels, thank you for the super chat. Does blood flow help with muscle or tendon recovery?
Yes, absolutely. Getting blood around the body is always going to help recovery. I actually, like, if someone gets injured, I never tell them just to not do anything. Obviously, you don't want to do things that are going to hurt, but light blood flow work is going to be beneficial. It's going to help speed up recovery for sure.
Yeah. So they haven't started back up yet from what we can tell. Karen, thank you for the super chat. Liz, your ability to memorize these facts, you're a walking strongman encyclopedia. Thanks for the watch parties. We're enjoying watching World's Strongest Man with the both of you. Thank you
for joining us.
It's funny, and I say it every time. Like, I can remember all that, but I don't know where my keys are. I can't remember anything.
I can normally find those for you, though,
Lost finds my keys. Like, I've lost my phone. I've lost this. He's like,
actually, me or Alexa normally find things for you.
She's good as well. She's very good. She's very sharp and observant. And like me, I'm dull and blind.
Not dull, but definitely blind.
Dull as in dulled senses. Thank you for becoming a member. Smoking
Liz is meant to wear glasses, to be fair. She just doesn't.
That's not going to help me know where I put my phone, though, is it? It's not that I can't physically see the phone. It's just, I don't know where it is. CJ, thank you for the super chat. I've been watching since 1977. So my vote for best strongman never to win.
Good choice.
Yes, he was a great choice. Yeah,
he was a beast.
Yeah.
Tom McGee as well. Tom
was great. Loved him.
Come on now, Tom.
Come on now, Tom. You got this. I'll squat you.
He was crazy.
The Beastly Gamer, thank you for the super chat. Do you think Mark Henry could have been the successful
I really
strongman?
do. Yeah, yes. Mark Henry was just a legitimate, strong athlete. You know, I think people kind of. I mean, I did an interview with Sven Carlson, and early on in Sven's career, he sort of put
doubt into people's minds.
No. He put Mark down a little bit, I think,
saying that it was all geared to advantage
and he apologized about that later on. He said, I was wrong, I was just jealous more than anything,
and upset that he didn't win.
And I thought that was good to sort of come out and say that, because we all have heat of the moment type things.
Yeah.
But sometimes you've got to look back and say, no, the best man beat me on the day.
We were with Mark just a couple of months ago in Ohio, and he was talking about like his training leading up to it.
Yeah.
And it really was just so naturally easy for him, wasn't it?
He was just such a talented strength athlete in so many areas. He was a great power lifter, great Olympic lifter, great strongman. He'd some crazy feats of strength, and obviously got an amazing opportunity to go into the WWE. So why would you pursue strongman?
Yeah.
Particularly at that time where there was I think it was $40,000 to win the biggest show, which is Worlds, and no other opportunities through the year to win any money.
Yeah.
They want to go to WWE and have a guaranteed decent contract that you're working for. It just made sense. Whereas now the strongman prize money is a little bit better because we have got these other comps and opportunities, and athletes are making money through different revenues. But back then, guys like myself, Terry, we were killing ourselves to scrape by a living.
Yeah.
It was stupid, really, when you look back. But it's allowed the sport to go on and let these newer athletes benefit from it, and hopefully it keeps growing.
Yeah. Can they skip heights? Yes, they can, Jason. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to do every height. It's a risk, though. For an event, this isn't like the max axle where each lift is going to take a lot out of them, is it?
No, throwing doesn't take too much out of you physically. So it's not going to be so taxing on the body.
Yeah. You see guys going for pretty much.
It's only a 15-kilo keg as well.
Yeah.
So it's a very explosive dynamic movement, but you can recover very fast.
And there's only 4 heights before we get to the world record. So I just can't see any benefit to taking the risk.
If I have an athlete training or that has a throw in a competition, we usually do it 2 or 3 times a week. You can recover from throwing very, very easily.
Autumn, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the weight parties. Makes world so fun chatting with everyone. Rooting for Evan to win, but happy for whoever wins. Thank you, Autumn.
It looks like they are dealing with a situation, and the athletes should be back out very, very soon. Okay.
The guys are staying warm so they can continue. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Loz and Liz, what injury was the hardest to come back from for either or both of you, and what did it require to get healthy again?
The hardest injury to come back from that I actually came back from is probably my torn labrum in my shoulder, believe it or not. That caused me more, because my pressing pre that was pretty good. I was getting to world record level on a number of overhead events. I had the British record in the axle and the log. I actually had the axle world record for a short period of time. Yeah. And I was scoring big points, in overhead events. Then I tore my labrum, and I never got my pressing back to its best. So that kind of hindered me quite a lot. And for a long, it still is not. It never got as good. My lat was hard. My lat kind of mentally was hard as well as physically, because again, I never deadlifted as much.
One, wasn't it?
No, yeah. I mean, if you've seen the video, you can kind of see it rip.
See it hang off.
But what happened was I adjusted the way I trained and did things. So I got better at other things, even though some things got worse. I would say they were probably the 2 hardest up until my Achilles, which was the worst. The Achilles, I still, it's a tough injury to come back from. And obviously, you've seen athletes in the last few years with Achilles.
We've seen 2 issues. Just this last month, haven't we?
Yeah.
Mateus and now Adam Bishop.
Yeah, and obviously Trey.
Trey. Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying it's impossible to come back from, especially if you're younger, but it's a hard one to get back to your absolute best.
Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Loz gets to pick the 5 finals events next year. What events does he pick? And what are his best events if he had to choose 5 for himself? So resuming with Austin now, sorry.
So 5 for myself in my prime would be a squat, a deadlift, an axle press, a yoke and a farmer's walk, or some kind of car walk or frame walk or whatever. Actually, if you want 6, I'd throw a truck pull in there as well.
Yeah,
I was very, very
good.
Take
the stones out.
I could have won World's Strongest Man with those events.
Well, he's missed the first 2 attempts as Austin.
This is
last attempt. Austin Andrade, at 7 meters with his last keg.
Come on, Austin. We'll wait and see.
Mexico's first ever World's Strongest Man finalist.
From Texas.
He missed it 7 meters. Okay. From Texas. Shut up. I know, though. I know.
He's one of the Texas boys.
I know he is.
Anyway,
Literally a gang of them.
in terms of what events would I pick to watch or see the guys competing, I don't think there's just far. I like lots of events. To be honest, I'd love to see a car roll, so a car flip. I'm going to kind of mention that to Darren. I think visually it looks cool.
It is cool.
I think if you've never seen Strongman and then suddenly you see someone flipping a car, it just looks epic.
Yeah. I know the world's strongest man promoters are nervous of that one since 1998.
Yeah, there's safety issues to it.
Who was
but
it?
they did it
Mark,
on sand back then.
Is it Mark Philippe?
Doing anything on sand is just
that
not
was
the one.
that was crazy.
You can make it. Glenn Ross does the car flip, and it's very, very popular in his competitions. And if you've ever seen it, it just looks cool. And actually, as an athlete, I love doing it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
it is a fun event.
I like seeing a plane pull. I think it just looks again visually awesome for people watching.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm accidentally skipping over comments.
Don't skip over comments.
Jason, thank you for the super chat. I did not expect to wake up today to see Mitch in fourth after 2 events.
No, absolutely. I don't think any of us probably did, but that just shows you never know what's going to happen in Strongman.
Now, Michael, thank you, Michael. YouTube must be listening. Last night on my recommended viewing, 2 of your older videos, Shortest Competitors and Strongest to Never Win, popped up. Do you know what?
It's funny when you look back at those old videos and how bad like the thumbnails were. Or I think that short one is me like looking up, isn't it?
How bad it all was.
Well, before you came on board, it was even worse.
Yeah, but it was still not great when I first started doing them. We've gotten a lot better.
We still want to make things better as well.
Yeah, I'm always trying to get better at making videos.
Actually,
but
next thing is a more quality camera for doing the lives.
Yeah, that would be, and that's like a really easy thing to fix, to be honest. It's just a nice, quick, easy setup for us. So T-Rex time, he's going for the 7 meters, and after that it will be Mitch and then Tom.
Yeah.
Then we move to the next weight of 7.25. How exciting. Where are we? Hooper. Yeah, Brian would beat Eddie in a fight. What's going on?
Evan got his throw at 7 meters first attempt.
Very nice. Most useful single piece of training kit, asks Simon.
A barbell.
Super chat. There you go. Yeah.
If you got a barbell, you can get strong.
You can do all things.
Don't know about all things, but you can do a lot and get very strong.
Laura, thank you for the super chat. Oh, look, she's going to make me drop an F-bomb. Such a head F. I'm Team Lost, but my heart is with Tom. Here's a chew for Holly. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. I hope you and the family are all well.
That's so funny. Yeah, I don't think you have to support the other people that Loz coaches.
Hey, I coach some elite level that don't like each other, so don't worry.
Yeah, I was going to say. No pressure there. You can support Tom. Scott, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to have to nominate Mark Felix for contention into the previous question of great strongmen never to have won. He was a great strongman, but he was never really in contention.
It depends what you see as great. Like, I love Mark, have a huge amount of respect for him. You know, the fact that he did so many competitions and to compete for so long is all incredible. But I feel to be one of the best, you have to be, you know, challenging for titles.
Hooper is up and he got it first throw.
Cool.
Tom is up next.
Yeah.
7 meters. Hi, Shane.
Hey, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Getting lots of hellos. Oh, Paddy's still here as well.
Tom is up.
There we go. And Steady State, thank you for the super chat. I'd love any of the finalists to win, but I'm rooting for Evan. It just feels like his time. Best of luck to Mitch, Tom, Austin, Tristan, etc.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing people get behind their favourites. It's nice to see that all the athletes have support as well.
Yeah, there's no heavy favourites in terms of
No, I think it's
support.
I don't think I've seen in some sports where you get behind your favorite and then everyone hates everyone else.
Yeah,
which I don't.
I
understand.
hate that. Like, you can like one without hating the others. I don't like that. That makes me no. People are bitches.
But for the most part, strongman's quite a fun, happy community.
Yeah, strongman fan aren't bitches. Nope. What is this? Nuppendance. Thank you for becoming a member.
Thank you.
If you could all have easier usernames, that would be much appreciated. Like Dave. Thank you, Dave. Kaz should have been
solid username.
Yeah, good classical username.
Dave Davis.
Kaz should have been 4 or 5 time world's strongest man. Shame on them. Yeah, like Kaz, it's always going to be that question mark. How many could he have won?
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't get invited back. The combination, maybe it was because he was too good. Maybe he was a pain in the arse as well. And maybe combined, that was enough for them to go, nah, we'll invite someone else. But you always want to see the best compete, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Braun and Burley, thank you for the super chat. How about a static monster like Don Reinhardt versus these guys? I remember he came to my elementary school back
Don
in the day.
Reinhardt was an absolute beast. Just like his raw squat was unbelievable. His deadlift.
Oh, Tom got it on the third throw.
Oof.
I'm surprised.
Ooh.
That's coming down to the wire.
Yeah. Well, he's got it. That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's all that matters. So that's 7 meters done. We should be moving up to 7.25 meters.
So how many people went out there? Luke and Austin went out. Who
and
else?
I think that was it. So Tom and Mitch got 7. Evan got 7. Austin was out. Luke was out. Yeah, that's it. So Matt, Ragg, Wesley, and Ivers also all got 7.
So that was important that he got that then.
God, yeah, that would have been a massive drop in points. That would have basically been what happened to Mitch in event number 1.
Yeah.
So they're going up to 7.5,
Wow.
not 7.25.
Well, they haven't lost many people, have they?
They haven't lost enough. But it would be nice to have that less of ties in the points.
I get that.
But never mind.
That's what they've decided on. That's what they've got to do.
Troy, thank you for the super chat. Given the events, where do you think Martins and Mateusz would have placed in this year? Is that healthy? This is a very common question today.
Do you know what? Kilishkovsky, other than the deadlift, would have been very good on these events.
Yeah,
he's a very good
really
thrower.
Great
He's
axle.
very, very good at frame and yoke. He's very good at axle.
He would have been good.
He's very good at Conans, and he's a good stone lifter. They are 5 like perfect events for him, plus the deadlift where he'd probably drop points.
Yeah.
Well, he would drop points.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martins, these events aren't the best events for him. However, he doesn't have many bad events either.
No.
So
event 1 wouldn't have been the best for him.
No.
Axel would be good.
Axel, he'd be very solid.
Max
throw actually is probably one of his worst events. He hasn't had many good results in a throwing event.
Yeah.
Deadlift, he'd be good. Conans, I think he'd be good. And stones, he's a very good stone lifter.
Thank you, BML.
Do you think I think Tom Havlin could win World's Strongest Man? Not unless he decides to really focus on training for it and start doing strongman. He's a very strong man, but that doesn't mean you're a good strongman.
Do the events.
You know, it's one of those. I know Mitch put out a video on this, and Mitch comes up with some weird crap at times. Like I saw one of his videos saying that Ronnie Coleman would have done an event in like 14 point something seconds. Where does that number come from?
This data from?
You know, so Tom's clearly very strong. I sort of love watching his stuff. It's kind of mesmerizing and just seeing the way he kind of approaches things. But without competing, I just can't even say.
No,
you know, I know. Like, let's take what Tom can lift, which is some massive weights, but compare it to Graham Hicks. Graham Hicks in the gym is one of the strongest men I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And he's never won World's Strongest Man. So just because someone's strong in the gym doesn't mean they'll be a great strongman. I'm talking about Graham Hicks is a great strongman. He's won Britain's Strongest Man. He's competed, you know, as a professional for a long time. I'd put my money more on Graham than on Tom.
Yeah, because it's proven.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't go on just what someone does in the gym.
So no one's thrown at 7.5 meters yet, or at least we don't have any results yet. Jiminy Crickets, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships. Hey. What have we got? Brian, thank you for the super chat. It's been an hour since my last super chat.
Thank you very much, buddy.
You know, guys, these are never expected. Normally on a Sunday, very few super chats. We're just all chatting together. But obviously, a World's Strongest Man, when there's so many comments, we have to prioritize these to because it'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? And JJ, thank you for the super chat. Are there any Asian World's Strongest Man competitors? I'm 22 from Thailand, and I hope one day I can compete in one of the
Strongman is becoming more and more popular in Thailand. Actually, before COVID, I was supposed to go and do a seminar in Thailand. So maybe we can kind of arrange something like that again in the future.
Bring me.
But I know in Asia it's becoming more and more popular. So, you know, hopefully it keeps growing. There's a Cerberus brand out there that's doing a good job promoting, and I hope to see more athletes from that area.
Ivers has failed the first 2 attempts at 7.5. He's missed all 3. So Ivers,
is out.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's a big jump.
It is a big jump now. Ivers' best throw is 7 meters. But there have been Asian representatives at the World's Strongest Man, haven't there?
There was a guy representing Japan one year.
Yeah, China.
Yeah, there's a Chinese guy in my heat at World's Strongest Man.
2013.
Yeah.
But not many.
No.
Shane, yo.
Yo.
Redbeard, thank you for the super chat. Go Minchupa, Canada loves you. We love Loz and Liz also. Thank you.
You went to Canada earlier this year?
We did. My first time in Canada. So nice. It was nice to go. Pav is one of the best throwers out there. Thank you, Shane. I've been saying the same thing.
We were saying the same
Really
thing, and we were surprised. But like we said, we're not out there. We don't know what's up. Sometimes athletes have injuries. You just never know unless you're in the competition. We've all been in that situation where just things aren't firing.
Yeah.
But normally, he's a great thrower.
Wes is up next. Wesley Diwinski, another Canadian. Ash, thank you for the super chat. Here from Australia, Beard Envy Loz and Strongman Knowledge Envy from you, Liz. Thank you both.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
6,000 people watching. That is cool.
Liz sounds like she has ADHD. Hyper-focused on a few things, but everyday stuff is messy.
She definitely does.
Loz is my therapist. She's diagnosed me with all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost definitely. Yeah. Rob, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships.
Thank you, Rob. Go and smash your comp tomorrow, buddy, and just enjoy watching this with us today. I believe you can't. You'll hopefully be able to be back in time for the last event or two.
Yeah. It's going to go on quite late. Everything will end up getting pushed back. Thank you, Loz and Liz, for the stream. Come on, Tom, says Tom.
Thank you, guys. Everyone that's saying thank you so much for joining us. Literally, if all you can do is subscribe to the channel and give the video a like, that means a lot to us. We've had about...
first throw went over easy from Wesley. He's someone who says he thinks he can win this event. And
maybe he can.
Backing it up. Yes, but what Loz was saying, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Just, so if people can subscribe to the channel, if we can get the subscribers up and up and up, it helps a lot. So thank you to all of you that do subscribe and that help us in any way that you do.
Carl, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Loz and Liz. I was wondering if you have any thoughts on whether it's better for strongmen to have a longer wingspan or shorter wingspan.
Longer is
awkward
better.
Objects.
You look at the great athletes, that being Tom Stoltman. He's got a ridiculous wingspan, makes it much easier to get around stones, around the big kind of sandbags that they were using in the heats. Obviously, there are negatives in terms of pressing becomes a little bit harder. But what you find when you do have those longer levers, if you can fill out that frame, eventually you can be a lot stronger. And Tom is a great example of that. Someone that didn't start off as a great presser, but as he's kind of filled out that frame, got bigger, added more muscle to it, he is now a pressing monster. Plus, he's still got the wingspan to do all the kind of awkward events.
Matt Ragg is up now. Another man who said he thinks he can win this event. Thank you, Keith and Derek, for becoming members. Keith, where's your comment? It might be a sticker, but we cannot see it. I'm sorry. Ragg is up still. No update on Ragg. And there's a super sticker from Jonathan, and it just shows us super sticker.
I can find them.
Lots will find them. Is sumo allowed in strongman? No, it's not. No. The reason that sumo is not allowed, just for those unaware, but jerking is allowed, is because what's important is the lockout position. The lockout position in sumo is different to the lockout position.
The start position is actually more important.
Well, also start and end position.
Yeah.
But with a jerk or a push press or a strict press, the lockout position should be the same. Just says Ragg is up. No update on Ragg.
Let's see what he does.
No update.
Not yet.
Very stressed. Thank you, Mats, for the super chat. Loz, can you say about Shane the Dragon? Why does he seem to now be the go-to coach for 60 to 70% of the pros?
Shane's a great coach, and he's kind of he tells the truth.
Ragg missed all 3. Sorry, carry on.
I think there's a lot of good coaches out there, and it's finding the right one for you. But Shane does a great job with his athletes, and we've got a few of them in the chat right now that work really well with him. and they're getting good results.
Here's one. And Matt Ragg, who...
Yeah, Matt Ragg is also another one of his.
Yeah, he's got 2 in the final. Luke as well now. Evan Singleton is up. So that's Ragg out also, if you added that to the notes, Lozzie.
Yeah.
Wesley's in. He's the first man to have hit this 7.5 meters. So, is that right? Evan's out. Oh, yeah, because Tristan's out already. Where's
who?
I thought Mitch would be next. No, of course. He's not next. Evan's next. Then Austin. Then Mitch. Then Tom.
Yeah. Mitch and Tom were joint first.
Yes, that's right. I'm getting muddled. Where are we? Scott, thank you for the super chat. Higher start on car flip makes it more bicep safe? Question mark.
Car flip is actually more important to drive your shoulder into the machine rather than try and pull with the biceps. So you try and want to use your legs and your shoulder into it. It's much, much safer. If you try and pull with your arms, then it's a little bit more dangerous. The problem with a tire is it's harder to drive in like that, especially on a flatter tire. The bigger it is, you can kind of get your chest and shoulders into it a bit more and use more of like a rugby scrum position to drive into the tire.
Evan got it over on the second attempt.
Okay.
So that's Evan good with 7.5. So this was the max height that Maxime and Tom got to tie for second behind Brian in 2021. So it's going to be interesting. We've still got in Wesley Diwinski and Evan Singleton. We've still got
Tom and Mitch to go.
Of course, Austin went out on
Mitch
7.
Hooper is up next.
Here we go. Very exciting.
So we've got 2 that have got through so far. Is that right?
Yes. So Wesley and Evan, successful throws at 7.5 meters.
Cool.
How exciting. People are bitches. Yes, they are. So I'm trying to get close to time on the thing. No offense meant, but I've got to ask, you're not the biggest human. You're a pretty average size. Where does Big Loz come from? He's not average size at all, LCG. Like, there's something weird perspective-wise. Loz isn't average. He's 6'3" and he weighs, what, close to 140 kilos?
Right now I'm slimming down. I'm down to 135, but at my biggest I was 170.
Yeah.
I was, I was pretty big.
Yeah.
Like not like Thor tall, but when people meet me in real life, they're like,
"Whoa,
Jesus.
You're way bigger." Than there's some sort of optical illusion that goes on our streams. I'll sit back. There you go.
We've got a video somewhere of us sat down next to each other, then standing up together, and it's quite funny because sat down we are similar height.
Just because I have a long torso and short legs.
Cooper gets it first throw.
Oh, nice, very nice. Interesting that they went straight to 7.5 and not 7.25. I wonder how that could affect things. Shane, thank you for the super chat. Loz, how much to shave the beard off? Great work, both. No, there's priceless.
Well, I'd do it for charity or something like that. You know, it's something that if we could make some decent money for charity, I'd do it for.
I'd rather just donate and keep the beard.
Am I that ugly underneath it?
We don't know.
You do know. You sent me without a beard.
No, you weren't, but a long time has passed. I'm scared. The children, the dog.
Are you worried I'm one of those guys with no chin?
Yeah. I think it would upset Alexa a lot, and I think Holly wouldn't like it.
I think you're gonna have to talk to my wife about this. She's the one that wants the money now.
I'll double the charity donation if you can keep the beard. Only Tom left at this height. Just waiting for Tom.
I would shave it for a good cause. Yes, it will grow back hopefully.
What if it doesn't?
then you're screwed. Then we're getting divorced.
Get you a bloody beard wig. Still no results on Tom just yet. Felix was 38 at his first World's Strongest Man. Yeah, he didn't start until he was 37, which was pretty late. The amount of people that are like,
that
I'm 24.
He started at that age and he just kept going. He's done the most World's Strongest Man competitions.
Oh, I know. 18
quite insane.
He's done.
The amount of people that say, "Oh, I'm too old to get into strongman,"
because they're like 26.
Go talk to Mom. So Tom gets it over on the second throw this time.
Well done. There we go.
So there is 4.
Yeah, 4 still in. Wesley,
I wonder what height they go to.
Evan and
so
Tom.
What was the record?
7.75. So
and that's what they're going to go to.
They're going to go to 7.76 apparently. I'm really surprised yeah, that they cut out the 7.25 one, but there we go. There's not many throws before a world record attempt.
We only got rid of 2 athletes then, didn't we?
Got rid.
No, 3, sorry. No, 2. Just Ivers and Ragg. Was that right?
So who was successful on 7 but not 7.5? Ragg, Ivers.
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, that's right, to be fair. Everyone else was out
So
before
really,
that.
it's not too bad. We had 1 out on the first throw, 1 out on the second throw, 2 out on the third, and 2 out on the fourth.
Okay, that's not too heavily
Yeah.
tied so far, is it? I love this. Hater XXX. Not the best to not win, but my favourite strongman to watch compete, no matter how they did, was always Loz and Robert Obers. It was always motivational.
Thank
What
you
interesting
very much.
mix
That is
of
an
athletes
interesting
you
mix.
picked.
But
So funny.
yeah, that's quite funny. But thank you very much.
Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Loz, greybeards are dead sexy. Remember that, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very
Anthony.
much.
Tell him. Oh, 6,402 people on the stream.
I don't even know how many likes are on there. I've just
It's
stopped
best
looking.
not to think about it, though.
Yeah.
Stop.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Sorry, I'm just
What are you
rubbish
doing?
on my phone. That's all.
yeah. He's got the big thumbs because he's a big man.
I don't have big. I've got fat thumbs.
Oh, yeah.
I got weird thumbs,
You do have weird thumbs.
but weirdly strong thumbs.
Do me. Hmm? No, it's all right. What looked like an interesting comment, but then I reread it and I was like, oh no, I shouldn't click on it. You know, when you're like, oh no, I don't want to bring that up. Henry, thank you for becoming a member.
They're moving to 7.76.
So this will be a world record. Brian Shaw's world record. Wow. 1 inch? 7.6. No.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Centimeter.
Centimeter.
Yeah.
It's not 1 centimeter, is it?
7.75 to
Oh
7.76.
yeah, they're going in. Oh, don't start. You know, maths isn't my thing, or measurements,
Or geography.
or geography.
Remembering facts is Liz's thing.
Yeah. Do you think tug of war was a great event?
No.
Fun event, but probably not the best for strongman competitions. Yeah. But yeah. Do you remember that 8-minute long tug of war between Jeff Capes and
I
Bill
do.
Kazmaier? They just both got dug in on the sand,
Yeah.
like under some rocks. And I think in the end, Jeff was like, "Oh, no, I'll go."
Who's the most stubborn out of the
Yeah,
two?
definitely Bill. Oh. Loz, can you please avenge your loss against that smart mouth Uncle John?
Absolutely. I'd love to have an arm wrestle against Uncle John again.
Who's this? Kilishkowski.
Ah, Lucas, he won his competition this weekend.
Lucas, this is Mateusz Kilishkowski's
Congratulations
younger brother.
in your competition, buddy.
Yes, well done.
And thank you for becoming a member.
Yes, thank you. There we go. See? Young upcoming talents.
Yes, indeed.
God, some big shoes to fill, isn't it? Being the younger brother of
Yeah.
Mateusz, it's must come with a little bit of pressure. Although, look at Tom, and he's got Lucas's big brother.
Indeed.
Please get it, Hooper. Oh, look how far behind we are in the comments.
That's all right then. Setting up the next height, so it's fine.
Yeah, 7.76. Right, you be in charge of that. Quick ladies break for me. Won't be a sec. Lady. Okay.
Loz is an XXL. Well, I ordered a t-shirt from Pa and he said I'd need a 3XL. So apparently I was wrong. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, this is the younger brother of the one and only Kilishkowski, and he's doing very well with his strongman training. Lots of chilies. We're just trying to get caught up while they are getting set up for the next height. Liz is having a little ladies break, apparently. It's so funny when Tom's about to go, the chat just goes mental with chili peppers. Where are we? Oh, we are behind, aren't we? There we go. Thank you for becoming a member, Katie. What have we got here? Gray Halen Johansson. Got the Kentucky Derby on TV. Your live stream on my phone. Can't miss anything. You guys are surprisingly fresh today. Thanks again for all you do. Thank you so much. And we had a good night's sleep last night, so all is good. The final's a bit easier, actually, than the heats. I think because there's only 10 athletes, it's not so bad. And yeah, today we're both feeling fairly chipper. Diego, thank you for the super chat. In his prime, how many World's Strongest Man titles could Colossus from X-Man have won, assuming he stayed healthy? That would have been the key thing, you know. If he wasn't healthy, he might have struggled. Someone says, do me and Oberst still not get on? To be honest, I've not seen Oberst for a long time. I have no bad will towards him at all. I've seen that he's doing really well with his acting, and I wish him the absolute best. Sometimes athletes get a bit upset when I say things, and I've heard Evan Singleton's upset that I said his deadlift at the Rogue Invitational was a slight weakness. And what I meant by that is his lockout was a slight weakness based off the type of deadlift they were doing, which was a bit of a weird frame. And if you look at the results, I was probably right. That's not to say he's got a weak deadlift. He's a 1,000-pound deadlifter, which is unbelievable. But sometimes athletes do get upset when they hear me saying things. I'm not going to hold back. I try and give you guys an honest idea of how I think people will do. And I think most of you watching have realized, I've said a lot of nice things about Evan at this competition because I think they're great events for him. And he's a great athlete. There's no doubt about it. I just say what I see. And that's never me saying, oh, I'm better than them, because I'm a past old man now that is not very good at all. But I still love Strongman, and I'll still be brutally honest with clients and with the athletes, because sometimes we need it.
I've been looking at comments from people who were there,
Yep.
and apparently Tom is throwing it higher than anyone, but his trajectory has been off.
I told you trajectory is important.
Yes, I know, Lozzie, I know. Speed traveling, thank you for the super chat. What's your bet on Conan's wheel between Tom, Evan, and Mitch?
I think Mitch, Evan, Tom.
Yeah, out of those three. But I also think you have to throw
Ragg and Pavlo could get in there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Wes is up with 7.76.
I may be totally wrong, and Tom might absolutely smash it.
Yeah, because he's been training on a Conan's, which he hadn't before.
Yep. Wishing Shane Flowers a speedy recovery. Indeed, we are. Shane will be back smashing it for sure. He'll be back at Worlds next year.
Rebecca Roberts is in the chat.
Hey,
hi, Rebecca.
Hope you're well.
Hope you're doing very well. Don't know what she was replying to.
Wes gets it first throw.
Oh, nice.
Wes is a machine.
Record. There we go.
He said it.
How good.
He called it.
Kim, thank you for becoming a member. Loz should totally take part in Physical 100.
I'd be up for it.
You just hope there's not a body weight thing, because he is a large man. You're a 2XL with us, Loz. That's smash and pass.
Yes, your tops are bigger, guys. I used to be a 4XL though.
Yeah. It was very big.
Getting clothes was not good. Now it's a bit easier.
We'll call you Littler Loz. What you got to do to get a like around here, someone says. We should say, I know Zoe Ingham Carter is watching as well.
Oh, awesome. Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Evan is up.
Oh, we're going to see 4 men break a world record, perhaps.
Let's see. We've had one.
Rich with the members comment, missed the first 2 events. Can you recap? Oh, man. So in Evan Singleton won the Giants medley. It was a bit of an upset for Mitch, who came 6. Was it 6? Yeah. And Tom was 3rd, which was a great result for him. It was actually Austin Andrade who came 2nd. Then Mitch and Tom have tied on the max axle with 210 kilos. Pavlo was in 3rd with 200 kilos. And I've got to make sure we haven't missed Evan's result. And we're now onto the throw.
We are. And Evan is up.
And we will wrap up properly after the throw's done. We've only got 4 men left in now. So Wesley has just successfully thrown a new world record of 7.76 meters. 1 centimeter higher than
we would love to see World's Strongest Man all over the place again. Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Impy.
That's the spicy Stoltman fans. Oh, and Moose fans too. Rob, thank you for the super chat. Can we all just say thank you to Monica? Yeah, she's updating the chat.
Evan missed on 7.76.
Okay. There we go.
So from what you were saying, it looks like Tom is throwing the highest, but not always getting the trajectory right.
The trajectory is a bit off sometimes. Yeah, he had a hairy moment I think it was 2 throws.
Yeah,
there.
he actually was
Got it on the
last
third.
throw.
Yeah, third attempt. So they've got 3 kegs there.
So what I say by this type of event is it's an event that a mistake can be made.
In his prime, could Thanos win the world's strongest man? No stones. Thank you, Lightning McQueen.
we had Thanos competing, didn't we? Nick Best.
Oh,
basically
yes.
Thanos. So.
Yes, there we go. So I guess the answer was no, because Nick never won. I love Nick so much. He's coming out of retirement again. He's like, Liz, can you bring my shoes? Because he hung his shoes up at OSG 2 years ago. Oh, yeah, that's stupid. Come back. There we go. Very stupid and offensive comments about the athletes.
No.
Oh, well, I put you in a timeout. Yeah, silly. Did you wash your hands, Les? I did.
Hooper is up.
Big Loz is not little Loz. Luke, thank you for becoming a member.
Medium loss, that's it. Yeah.
Medium Loz. I'm guessing you meant Loz as a grower, not a shower. JCG, thank you for the super chat. Besides you being insanely stronger than me, weight and height, we are similar. I don't consider us big, so your strength feats are extremely impressive. Liz is just being mean. I think it'd be more mean if I called him small, to be honest.
I in my prime, I was a very strong man, I would say. Yeah. I'm proud of what I've achieved in the sport, but I'm certainly nowhere near world's strongest man level now.
Hooper matches the record on his second throw. There we go. So that's 2 men successful at 7.76 with just Tom to go. Evan, unfortunately, missing that height. So Evan's best was 7.5.
Yeah, Monica is doing an amazing job in here.
Yeah, thank you, Monica. Keeping everyone updated in the chat. Well done.
Everyone loves Monica.
Yes. Where's Moose Tom?
So it'll be Tom next, yeah?
Yeah, Tom is the last one up with this height. And then we're going, I don't know, 7.77?
No.
It would have to be something a little bit more substantial. Thank you, Tom. Ooh.
Nick Best, someone said, is a powerlifting legend. Nick Best is just a legend.
Yeah,
he's just...
Even take the competitive man out of it, and he is just a legend in his own right. He's great.
Here goes Big Tommy.
Here we go. And thank you, Tom, for becoming a member. Other Tommy. Swinglish man, thank you for the super chat. Kaz ate my goldfish. World's strongest woman in the house. Hi, Becca.
I think Kaz ate everyone's goldfish.
50,000?
He claims 1,000.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Don't worry.
That's a lot of goldfish.
Yeah, that is a lot of goldfish.
I think Kaz and yourself are on the same exaggeration.
Oh, I've never claimed to eat a single goldfish. How dare you? Just waiting for an update on Tom. 2 men have matched. Wow, no, sorry, beaten the world record so far. Let's see if Tom can do it also. He gets on the first.
Tom's getting better with each throw. He was 3 throws a minute ago. Then he was 2. Now he's warming up. Gets it on the first one. We only lost 1 athlete at that round.
That's crazy.
Wow.
There you go. Saw Loz in Cheltenham. He was still big. It says Big Bang Beery.
You may see me in Cheltenham quite often. I do get to Cheltenham quite a lot.
Yeah. I thought it was big enough, Loz. Exactly.
How big do you want me, guys?
Johnny, thank you for the super chat. I think Terry and JF belong in the best to never win discussion. Yeah. For me, I always think about the guys that were winning lots of internationals, but not the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
So people like
Hugo Girard would stand out more to me.
Yeah. Because how many internationals is
JF is great. Like Terry at Worlds was awesome. And obviously, he's been on the podium. But it depends how you guys kind of look at it. If you're just looking at World's Strongest Man, then Terry was awesome.
Yeah. John, thank you for becoming a member. Where are we? Go Canadians, says Crypt to Ripped. 3 of them in here. Fine, Canadians, I mean.
Yeah, 3 awesome athletes.
Doing well as well. Lots going on a bulk after this.
No, I'm trying to get leaner at the moment. My goal is to lose some weight. I know he's joking, but I am genuinely just trying to lose some weight at the moment.
Yeah.
Training hard, training 5 days a week, doing more bodybuilding stuff, but just slowly bringing some body weight down, trying to sort of hold on to as much muscle as possible whilst bringing my body fat percentage down.
If this is the highest height thrown today, does that still make Wes the record holder since he did it first? No, so there will be shared record holders if this is the highest height thrown.
Let's see what happens next.
Yeah,
but this is a bit of a weird one because this throw has only been done once before.
Twice. 2016 in the groups it was also done.
This very same throw with the same implements.
Well, in the notes,
because they changed implements half the time.
I know, but in the rules it does say that the world record is held by Brian Shaw in 2021 final, beating his own record that he set in the 2016
But how many times have we seen that before where there's records claimed and they've forgotten about other people that have done records?
Yeah,
and then they've said, oh no, this is the indoor record or this is the outdoor record.
On the grass record. So, I don't know.
The fact is, these guys are doing amazing throws. There's nothing to
course.
take away, but some records are just not as interesting to me as others.
Yeah. You're not interested in the throw for height.
I'm interested in the results without question.
Yeah.
But
don't care whether or not it's record breaking territory.
Like they could be using a different keg for all we know. It's like, I know that sounds a bit weird, but it's happened before. So what I am interested in who comes out on top, and these guys are clearly doing very well. I'd rather see who wins than worry about a record.
I wonder who's what the next height jump's going to be. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lee, thank you for the super chat. Seems like a good time to plug my children's charity, Wonderwards. If you're going to brave the shave laws, we could do with your support.
Oh, brilliant.
And your beard. No, they don't want the beard.
Thank you very much.
I
hope the charity goes well.
Keith, where's your super chat, Keith? We will keep an eye out for you, Keith Travers. Have a look for him.
Were you saying you wanted a dog called Keith?
I want a dog called Keith, a cat called Graham. I just want all these male named animals. Oh, Monica's the real MVP.
She is.
The spice is coming back.
Yes.
For number one.
Do we know the height for the next throw? I'm guessing maybe 8 meters. I don't know.
So this will probably just be discussed between the judges and the athletes at this point and organisers. So
there's what, 3 athletes left in?
Still 3 in. Wesley, Mitch, and Tom. Wesley was he was serious about winning this event.
Yeah,
Very nice.
And he did it in his first attempt.
He did,
didn't he?
Noel Dust, thank you for the super chat. Thank you both so much for the World's Strongest Man coverage these past few days. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah with the members comment, big enough, Loz. If you know, you know. Once a year.
We have some regulars on here that join us every Sunday for a live chat that we do.
But to be fair,
there's some in-jokes going on.
That didn't come from this, though. It was once a year we do an
Q&A
anonymous
thing.
Q&A where I let people ask me questions about him anonymously. And we get all sorts
is
of
an
stuff.
impossibility.
What's that? Nick Best
Tries not to cry challenge.
Oh, yeah, no.
This just doesn't happen.
I've never seen Nick not cry. Like every time I'm with Nick, he will cry at some point, and I don't think it's because we're mean to him. He's just an emotional wreck.
Don't you still have his shoes?
Way. I do have his shoes.
Doesn't he want them back?
Yeah, because now he's decided to compete again. Well, he just left his shoes.
Nick retired and gave them to you, didn't he?
I said, I'm going to keep these for you, Nick, just in case you have a change of heart. No, I'm retired. Sure enough, he texted me a couple of months ago, Lizzie, I'm not going to need your shoes back. And I was like, aha, see, you were about to leave then. They would have been binned. But we're not going to OSG.
No.
So I'm going to have to take them to Vegas with us.
Yeah.
There we go. So they're going up to 7.85 meters.
Okay, so a much smaller jump than we've seen so far, but probably the right call.
Goal, split points, not 3-way tie.
The goal is to split points.
Yes. Wesley is up now, 7.85 meters.
Man, every time Tom goes to throw, just the chilies.
A wall of chilies.
It's nice to see the support, though.
Hercules Strongman, thank you for the super chat. Enjoying these live streams,
Thank you very much.
Let's see how Wesley does. 7.85 meters. Nice, a decent jump now.
Yeah.
Respectable jump. Shepskin go. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think World's Strongest Man has lost some of its visual spectacle compared to back in the day? Kegs falling into cages, pulling planes, flipping cars, etc.
No, I mean, if you saw the
Thank you.
Viking press, that looked amazing this year.
Yeah,
I think there was some
globe.
quite cool visual things that we'll see when it's on telly. I just hate that we don't get to watch it till later in the year, especially in the UK. We've got to wait till Christmas. You guys in the States will have it probably in a month or so. But
earlier than that, actually, I hear it start showing in a couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
And that, you know, if it's not going to be live, at least do it quickly. I hate
quick
in the UK
turnaround.
that, oh, it's tradition, we've got to watch it at Christmas.
Who cares about tradition? No one watches TV in the same way anymore.
No.
Like, just get it
Right,
on.
Wes
get it out.
is out. He missed all 3
okay.
attempts.
Okay.
So can Tom or Mr. Hooper get the keg over? From the sounds of things, Tom's been looking better and better.
Yeah, and we always said this should be Tom's event. Like Tom is the favourite on this one. Big loss on a bulk, medium loss on a cut. Oh. Loz, I got a photo of Mr. Tyler Cotton last year, and you were walking behind and looked massive. What did they call Tyler in the
diminutive?
The diminutive strongman.
Tyler is not diminutive. He's like just muscle on muscle.
Yeah,
he's
like,
just
his arms.
There's no fat at all on him. He's
No.
just a tank, but he's not the heaviest athlete out there.
No.
Yeah, I think in the program it said the diminutive Tyler Cotton.
What a horrible word, but so funny.
He took it
in good.
Took it like a champ.
Yeah, he did.
Strong presser.
So there's only 2 men left. Wesley, Tom, and Mitch were all successful on the new world record, which was 7.76 meters. Wesley was first up with 7.85, and he missed all 3 attempts.
Yeah.
So Mitch will be up next, and then it will be Tom. Si with a members comment.
I 100% agree with that.
I mean, he's in first now,
I don't think
he can't drop out of first. Yeah. He was first going into this. Dave, thank you for the super chat. Do you think it would benefit Strongman to form a league or even unionize?
This is a conversation that crops up all the time. Potentially it could be, but there's benefits to it, and there's
some big drawbacks as well that could hurt Strongman as a sport.
It's something that would be worth talking more about in maybe one of our quieter videos, but it's certainly some pros and cons to both sides.
Laurent, thank you for the super chat. Loz, jokes on size aside, I know you're a massive dude, where do you get your clothes?
Smash and pass.
Smash and pass.
My clothes are mainly sports clothes that are given to me. I sometimes go to a sports shop and buy a few things, and occasionally I'll go and buy some nice clothes, but I don't wear nice clothes all that often.
Get quite a few t-shirts for you from Under Armour. They do nice fitting clothes for you.
Hooper missed all 3, so Tommy is up, and if Tommy gets this, he is going to be in a tremendous position at the end of day 1. He's already in a great position, even if he doesn't get this. But if Big Tommy can get this throw, he is going to be extremely hard to catch for anyone on day number 2.
What's inside the kegs? Guinness? No, they are empty kegs. Liz, my mate, used to have a hamster called Derek. I love that sort of thing. Like Holly met a dog the other day called Alan, and he looks like an Alan. It's very strange. I like ordinary names on animals. Tom is up. I reckon Tom gets this.
I think so as well.
Show us your chilies. Get your chilies out. Here he goes. I have 2 cats, Eric and Sid. Yes, I
Good
like
names.
that. Thank you, TSS. Here he goes. The chat goes so off. Cousin Fred, Liz, you've already had a male named Animal. His name is Loz. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Fred.
Lots of support for Nick Best in the chat.
Yeah, Nick's great. Who could not like Nick Best? Just waiting on an update for Big Tommy. I love a good tossing event, says John. Yes, this is the last event for today. So then we've got 3 events tomorrow, and we'll run through those quickly before we log off after this one.
So hard when you're we're sat here and they say, here he goes. And then you're just waiting. And I know it's like TV stuff at Worlds, and
the cameras
the
coming in and
anticipation.
out. The drone's got to go back up. Oh, can you just go back up? Sorry. Oh, bigger than the jumbotron, Loz. That's for sure. Everything. I'm bigger than the jumbotron.
I think the diminutive Tyler Cotton's bigger than the jumbotron.
Yeah. My laptop's bigger than. No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm being silly now.
For those that were with us the other day, you'll get the reference. 7,000 people watching. Wow.
Oh, hit and missed on first two and missed through. So
all three guys.
Three-way tie.
But Tom Stoltman will remain 3 points ahead or 4 points ahead.
I'm gonna tell you now.
Can't remember how many points ahead he was. I think
he is 3 points ahead of Mitch Hooper. So Mitch is now in second place. Tom has 26.5 points. Mitch has 23.5. Evan is half a point behind with 23 points. Then we have Austin on 18.5. Wesley on 16 points. Matt Ragg on 12.5. Tied with Luke Stoltman. Tristan Hoath on 12 points, Pavlo on 9, Ida Schmuckstellis on 7.5.
So top three was the top three that everyone sort of expected at the moment.
Yeah.
At the end of tomorrow, but lots can change. However, Tom Stoltman in the driving seat, 3 points ahead of Mitch Hooper, who is how many points ahead? He's only half a point ahead.
Half a point ahead of Evan
Singleton.
Yes.
Oof.
So it's going to be very spicy tomorrow. They are starting with the Conan's wheel, which is 250 kilos in hands, no time limit, furthest distance. Then they have, what do they have? The deadlift, 374 kilos for reps, most reps in 60 seconds, and finishing on the Atlas stones, 5 stones, 140 to 210 kilos in 60 seconds.
It's going to be an exciting second day for sure.
Yeah.
Like Tom is 100% in the driving seat, but it's not over. I think Mitch will, after the start that he had today, I think he'll be satisfied to be in that position.
Yeah, I think
he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch up to Tom, because Tom is a fantastic athlete and you just can't see him dropping that many points.
No.
But it's not over.
Definitely not. No, everything to fight for. Connor, thank you for the super chat. The video of Eddie Hall slapping a plunge on Nick's best head is pure gold. Nick is just at a different stage of his life, putting up with that crap.
You can just see it in his face, can't you?
What now? Yeah, he is funny. Oh, bless him. I do love Nick.
Yeah, you can't not.
All right, let's just scrolling through.
Vinny, thank you for becoming a member.
Oh, how exciting.
It's
been a good day.
It has been a good day. I hope everyone has enjoyed.
Run quite efficiently as well. I'm pleasantly surprised.
I hope everyone's enjoyed joining us for this. We've got to do it all again tomorrow for 3 more events. My goodness, the chilly fans in here. So many Tom Stoltman fans. This is so cool to see. Do you know when we went up to Scotland, it was so good, wasn't it? Because there's just so many fans of Strongman now because of the Stoltmans.
Someone like Loz, he may as well be Brad Pitt. The amount of people
I
stopping
didn't go
him.
that far.
All right, okay. I don't mean looks-wise. I mean fame-wise. It's like you're an A-list celebrity up there because there's so many Strongman fans.
And that is
Scotland.
Thanks to the Stoltmans.
Oh, 100%. Dustin, thank you for the super chat. It's weird keeping up with World's Strongest Man and not seeing Brian Shaw.
It's been a staple for so long, definitely.
Yeah, it is weird because this is the one guaranteed. Like, he obviously dwindled down a bit in terms of the amount of competitions he was doing, but obviously he was always at Worlds.
Yes, indeed.
From 2008. So yeah, end of an era for sure. Changing of the guards.
I am literally just scrolling just through Chili's at the moment.
Chili's. Bet Luke is going mental.
Yeah, he will be absolutely going mental for his brother, his biggest supporter by far.
Oh, and can you believe it?
What?
Luke is tied in 7th, or is it 6th?
I think he's in 6.
Okay, yeah. He has to break the curse of 7. Oh dear.
Do you think he can? I think Conan's I'd give to Matt Ragg. I would certainly give the deadlift to Matt Ragg.
Yeah.
Stones, they're both good stone lifters.
I think he might end up in 7th, you know.
Who else is in there? Wesley and Austin.
Yeah, in that sort of area.
How far is Tristan behind? Only half a point as well.
Half a point.
He's going to have to fight.
Yeah. But we will see. Loz is just scrolling through a wall of chilies, trying to get to the bottom of the comments.
Even Mitch Ladner is putting the chilies in there.
Mitch, please do not add any more chilies.
No, it's cool.
We'll
Like,
be on all
honestly,
night.
I love that we've got, like, you know, us doing a live stream is got so many Strongman fans in it. It's cool to see, because I am from a time when no one gave a damn about Strongman.
You couldn't imagine 6,000 people watching a competition.
There was over 7,000 on here. Imagine what we could get if we, like, World's Strongest Man really wanted to push to get some fans. You know, it's
to make it a huge live event.
In a good place.
Alex, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the streams. How likely do you think it is that the deadlift world record is broken this year, and by whom?
I think the most likely person to break the deadlift world record is Thor Bjornsson. However, there are other athletes that have a shot. Graham Hicks is very much focused on it. I know that Rauno is going to be super focused on it. There's other athletes as well. But if I was going to put money on it, my money would be on Thor.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Wow, just so much support for the Stoltmans, and obviously Tom. Imagine if he wins tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely mental.
I remember when he first won, there was nothing but chilies.
No, it was just so cool to see.
Well, we got Adam. Thank you for the super chat. I have a Saint Bernard called Jeff. Oh, how nice!
I love Saint Bernard.
Yeah. Took Holly to puppy playtime today, and she was playing with a Rottweiler puppy, and he was so
DJ,
cute.
Tony, and Nikki. Their cats' names are. Thank you, Tina.
Lovely. People watching like, why are they talking about cats and dogs?
I know.
Oh.
We need cousin Fred to invest in the Jumbotron.
Fred, bring your TV. Thank you, Brandon. Someone needs to sponsor the Jumbotron. Right, I just want to get through all the super chats before we shoot off for today. We will be back to what time? We're back tomorrow. Video. Tomorrow. So we have. I don't know, Lozzie. You're asking me questions I can't answer. Similar time to today.
Similar time to today.
Yeah, but obviously, if things change, we're going to update you guys on the stories.
Indeed.
Marcus, thank you for the super chat. Is Colin the final decision on whether we have a live? Colin
has
nothing to do
with
it. Thank
nothing
you both
to do with it at all.
Do. No, so Colin has nothing. That is
Colin and Darren run Giants Live, and they have a live stream.
Yeah.
For Giants Live.
And they would if it was their choice at World's Strongest Man. They run like competition aspects of it for IMG as like contractors, but it's between the TV companies that broadcast it, so the networks, and IMG. Absolutely nothing to do with Colin Bryce. Swinglish man, thank you for the super chat. Ain't no fat lady singing till tomorrow night. Yes.
This is we're only halfway through. There's still lots to fight for all of these athletes.
Thank you, Rick, for the super chat.
I'm guessing this is
that. Thankfully, it's not clickable on our screen. It's Toxic Strongman.
Oh.
Short. Yes. Thank you. I can still taste it. Derek with the members comment. Do you think Tom can only lose title on Conan's?
I think Tom can lose points on the Conan's and the deadlift.
Or like the gap could close.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, he might be. It's going to take a monumental effort for anyone to beat him at this point. He's looking fantastic.
Just going past the. There we go. Cody, what happened to Mitch on the frame?
He tore his calluses on both hands.
Yeah. Derek, thank you for the super chat. Fur babies. How do you say that one? Alex. Okay. Alex, Jack, Sally, Sylvia, Patrick, and Pierre. Oh, nice. I like Pierre. Very nice. Very fancy. Maybe we should have posh dogs.
Maybe.
The chilies are so annoying, says Thor's hammer. All right, hold on. There's another wall to get through. My goodness. There we go. Farmer Dave. Thank you for the super chat. Does Tom go last on Conan's? I think he will, because even though they're tied, because he's got the overall. I think because he was
going last on that event.
I think he'll go
come
last.
Joint first on it, so I would guess so.
Yeah.
They usually, if it's based on a tie, they'll go on who's overall in the league.
Yes, yeah.
Which is a good advantage for him.
Thank you for becoming a member.
You know, he knows he's got a foot in the door with the title. You can find a few extra feet. If you can see those distances in front of you, it helps you find a few extra feet for sure.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Some people throwing in some T-Rexes and mooses. Mooses. Did we ever find out what the plural is for moose?
No.
Ali.
Thank you very
Cannot
much.
see it. Sorry. Where are we? Bradley, thank you for the super chat. I hope when World's Strongest Man does live stream, they bring you guys on board for commentary. Husband and wife combo will open up the demographics. Hopefully my girlfriend will watch. Thank you.
One thing we have found is a lot more wives, girlfriends, etc., starting to get into the sport because of Auntie Liz. So that's
Which
very
is
nice.
Bizarre because I don't really do anything.
I think you do. Like, I think for a lot of us, it's we train strongman, so we watch strongman. Whereas you've shown you don't have to train to still enjoy the sport, and I think you bring a different sort of twist to it. So I think it's very nice.
Definitely twisted. Click on that one. Leon, thank you for the super chat. If Tom wins, then the win order, Tom, Mitch, Tom, is like the streak of Big Z and Brian. How that started. ZZ, Brian Z. Brian Z, Brian. Very nice. Yes.
Very
love these things. And we'll have a facts and stats video afterwards once it's all finished, because I love that stuff.
Yeah, you do love a stat, don't you?
Oh, I do. I do like to do a deep dive. And then Eloa, my long-suffering friend who does Strongman Archives, I run it all by him and make him fact-check it all for me.
There we go. I think we are up to date and caught up. So
Right.
we will leave it there, guys.
We need to film
Thank
our recap
you
video.
very, very much, as always, for joining us. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the channel. We will be back tomorrow with event number 4, the Conan Circle.
How exciting.
We've got one more.
Oh, yeah, sneaky sneak. Thank you. Oh, 2. Thank you, Johnny Boy. Singleton was a judge at my comp earlier this year. He was super kind and gave us advice all day. Truly
Really nice
a legend.
There's one more as well.
Thank you. And Dalton, thank you. Liz, you're fun. That's all you need to do. Thanks.
Thank you, Dalton.
Thanks, Dalton. Right. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Take care, guys. See you.